What's going on, good people? It's your man, Johnny Hawkins, a.k.a. The Vibe Master. How y'all doing? Conversations with Johnny. That's what we're here for me to conversate. For you to hopefully listen, take something from it, get a nugget or two, a piece of information that will help you or someone that you know, you or one of your loved ones. Just general conversation. This is a podcast, Conversations with Johnny, that will be launching soon. This is a quick tester or introduction, if you will, from me, Johnny Hawkins, who will be your host. I will be coming to you with guests most of the time, but then some other times I'll be just talking and conversating and giving information, tips, nuggets, jewels, knowledge, dropping what I call knowledge drops, if you will, hoping that it benefits you in some shape or form. This vision was given to me by the Most High, who said to me, you need to tell the people certain things that you know, because there are those that will listen and they will take you seriously and will benefit from things you've experienced. Basically, the Lord said to me, Johnny, you have to share your experiences with people of all sorts, and not just your clients and not just your family. You have to do more. He's given me a voice and a bit of wisdom and lots of experiences that I'm now trying to bring to you, so that if you're listening because you're interested, you'll benefit from and not have to go through the same things that I went through or some of my loved ones went through. In my podcast, you'll always hear, and I'm looking down at music in the background. I do not own the rights to this music, but I'm a music lover, a music connoisseur. Music is my sanctuary. This song, called Something, is by Fonte and Eric Roberson, two amazing hip-hop / R&B artists, and I love them. And I'm not trying to take anything out these brothers' pockets, but the lyrics that you'll hear in the background will always be lyrics that I think will help me share a message to you, the listening audience, or you, the viewer. So you'll always hear music, most of the time, even when I'm talking about the most serious subjects, because I want you guys to, if you tune out of me and just tune into the music and you can hear it in the background, you'll hear something that maybe that'll spark an interest. Again, my goal as the Vibe Master is to, in good vibes, share information with you by way of simple conversation, brought to you in love, that you receive it from me when you may not have wanted to receive it from your mom, your dad, other family members, your man, your lady. Something you need to hear though. So you can turn this on at any time and listen to it and repeat it or fast forward it, if I'm getting on your nerves, or turn it off. But I'm going to share information with you because God has asked me to do that. I'm not a minister, I'm not a preacher. I am a man of God. I'm God-fearing. I know there's only one, the Alpha and the Omega. I respect all religions. Hell, I can even respect an atheist that's respectful to others that believe in a God. Just be kind, be respectful, be considerate, open your mind. So that's what I'm gonna sort of be hoping for in this forum, in my little podcast, informational piece being presented to you via conversation, primarily with me, in love. That's what it is. That's what it is, So, with that being said, let's get to a little quick topic, because I'm often asked about it, because I deal with a lot of young cats. Young adult males, 18 and older, 18 to 30 especially. They come to me because they see something in me, success. That's true. Praise God. They see the success and they have questions and they're curious. And maybe they don't have a father in their life or a person that's a male role model that they can ask a question to. They don't have that person. So they see me. I guess I appear to be approachable because I smile. I'm not mean mugging them. And I'm saying, what's up, young brothers? And so they talk to me. So my conversations are definitely for those brothers and that group of people, but my conversations based on all that we'll be talking about during these podcasts are for everyone. Something that I say in this podcast, or that one of my guests will say in a future podcast, will have an impact or be something that you can relate to, I assure you. So sure, I'd want you to tune in to every podcast, but you may not have a like or desire or need to do so. But if you step in or pop in or check out those that have been previously recorded every now and then, just look at the topic. I'm sure you'll if the topic suits you, you'll go to the topic, you'll listen, and I'm sure you'll get something out of it. I'm gonna try to slow down in my conversation because I can get excited, I can talk fast. But it's because I'm passionate about certain things. I'm going to try to be very clear and articulate, as I speak, but I gotta be me. So if I speed up, it's not on purpose. It's just that I got excited. I'll try to keep it slow. And I'll try to be very thoughtful and very considerate of the listening ear and you, the viewing audience. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me, it's about us and me being able to share information. All right? So here we go. Topic of conversation that I'm just speaking on is drugs. The two drugs that are most commonly used in my neighborhood or when I was coming up were alcohol and marijuana. I think nicotine is a drug too, but that's smoke. We're not going to talk about that. So the drugs that I'll be addressing today will be alcohol and marijuana. I'll be answering the serious question, or the real question, because I ain't ashamed. Did I use them ever? Do I use them now? And if so, why I did and why I stopped if I did stop. I'll tell you up front, cut to the chase. Yes, I have smoked, and yes, I have drank. Yes, I have smoked marijuana. Yes, I have participated in the drinking of alcohol socially. I was never addicted to either, but used them both in the past. Okay, I did. Why? Let's break it down. Why marijuana? Why did I use marijuana? Because it was socially acceptable, it was cool, and yes, I did it when I was younger, even when it wasn't legal at the time. Because it was cool, it was hip, it was what my friends were doing. It made me feel relaxed. It took me out of myself and out of my space. And I didn't think that if I had a toke or two, I would die, right? Just by taking a toke or two. I didn't feel I would lose my life because I smoked a joint. Unlike if you took the risk and snorted some cocaine. Never used cocaine, never used crack, heroin. The highest that I've ever gone to is marijuana, period. And I did use it, but I didn't stop. I then stopped using it. I did. Because for me, I'm all about productivity and getting my money. And anything that makes me not as productive or will take away my bread, my money, my ability to make money, my livelihood, that will shut down options, I'm not down with that. That's real man shit. That's real man shit. Don't ever participate in anything, my younger brothers, that if you do, could mean that you lose out on an opportunity that's financial, that could be life-changing. You know good and well you want this job, and if you get into this certain industry, once in, you could be promoted, and it would be very beneficial to you financially. Don't ever participate in a drug that you know good and well would take that opportunity away from you. Don't get high to get high on weed. Don't smoke a blunt and then know you got a piss test or urinalysis that you got coming up. And as a result, what? It's going to take your opportunity away. And brothers and sisters, they got drug tests now, depending on where you're taking the drug test at, and or who's given to you, that will go back and track whether or not you use marijuana for 3 years, for a period of 3 years. It's serious out there. So early on, decide how important your livelihood is, young brothers, and decide if you want any limitations on what you can or cannot do. Make that decision. And if you know that smoking weed or smoking a blunt with your boys when you're 16 could affect you at the age of 18, because the test they give you is going to track 3 years, so taking you back to 15, don't do it. You got to decide up front what's most important. And if that's what you are thinking, because I know you got to deal with it, it's not like you should be dealing with it or have to deal with it, but I know you do, because I know the social pressures of being a young man in America. You know, I understand you, and I understand what your boys are doing. So even when your boys getting high and ask you to take a toke and ask you to hit this blunt, man, think about your future, bro. Think about it and say no. Just say no. Because your boys can't replace that opportunity at 18. Your boys can't take your drug test for you. They can't take your drug test for you. That'll then get you in a position that could change your life forever. So be careful about your choices, young men. And all of us have to be careful about that, not just young men, grown-ass people too. I don't believe in using any drug that will take my money from me or my opportunity to make money from me, okay? Or get me put in jail if I'm on paper. You feel me? If you're on probation, you don't go out there and smoke because they may ask you to drop. Don't do it. Don't do that. So, yes, I smoked marijuana at a point in time. Yes, I had a good time when I was doing it because I succumbed to the social pressures, and I was having fun. But when I became a grown-ass man and was in the military, working at Federal Express, or trying to get myself prepared to become a lawyer, and knew that there would be drug tests required, I wasn't doing that. You're not taking my money. And then even after I got to a point where I was an entrepreneur and self-employed, I stopped smoking marijuana a long time ago. Why? Because I like being productive and getting that loot. For me, if I smoked on day 1, unlike other people, I was still feeling high on day 2, 3, and 4. That was my body. So it made me feel very unproductive and lazy, and that's not cool for me. Period. That's it. So the reasons why I stopped smoking weed, because it didn't agree with my body and my mindset, my physical. I wasn't just high for a day. You know, that shit made me high for a while. It made me feel unproductive. Okay? It wasn't about whether or not it was going to affect my money after I became self-employed. Because of a job that I would lose, it became whether or not it was going to affect my ability to be productive. And to me, productivity, being myself 100%, and being lucid is everything. It's important to me. Follow me? So that's why I stopped with the marijuana tip. Okay? That's my 2 cents about marijuana. Now let's go into alcohol. Truth be told, I can't stand alcohol, but I wasn't always like that. But I don't have a good relationship with the drug alcohol. It has killed many in my family, too many to really be anything other than sad about. It killed my biological father, and most recently, it resulted in the death of my own firstborn son. You hear what I just said? Alcohol killed people that I loved. and still love to this day. It's a dangerous, very addictive drug. It's the most socially accepted. It's the most readily accessible. But it's as dangerous as fuck. It's dangerous because of those things, or for those very reasons. Because you can go to the corner store and get it right down the street. Even if you don't have transportation, you can walk and get you a beer, or walk and get you some wine, or walk and get you some liquor. It's dangerous, okay? It's accessible, and it's socially acceptable. And for that, a lot of us do it, a lot of us use it. But I can't stand it for the reason that I just said. It has killed people that have been near and dear to me and close to my heart, and taken them from me. So I can't stand alcohol, personally. Having said that, before it took people that were close to me, I too participated in the drinking of alcohol. And I too, based on the social pressures, started using it early on, well before I should have been using it, well before I was of legal drinking age, because that's what people do all around the world, especially in the intercities, and especially within my community. Liquor stores and churches, two things that you will see a lot of in the black community. Liquor store on the corner and churches all around. So we always had liquor stores around. And we always had somebody, some cool homie, some OG that had no problem doing us a favor, doing us a solid, and going in and getting us a beer or two, and maybe on special occasions, something even stronger. He wasn't trying to hurt us, but I don't know if he even thought whether or not he was helping us, just trying to help some young brothers out that were maybe like he was at one point back in the day, just trying to get a buzz. So yes, I drank. Started off with English 800s. That shit will kill you. Graduated up to golden champagnes. And then from there, went to wines, and then cognacs. I loved the cognac when I was drinking, man. But again, never addicted to it, didn't drink regularly, other than maybe socially every other week or something like that, or for a good game or a big event, and always brought in the best yak possible when I was a man making money. That's what I did. I liked getting my friends the best of the best. And the alcohol, area, or just when it came to alcohol. I liked showing up with the baddest, the finest, alcohol, and then me and the fellas sitting around, grabbing a cigar, clipping it, and then having a nice drink. But guess what? It wasn't good for my body. It started showing itself in my body. All of a sudden, I started feeling swollen and like I was retaining water. And I was like, oh shit. This to me, although I'm not a doctor, man, this was not fitting well or doing well with my kidneys. Something was happening, and I didn't want to take it any further than that. When the wedding ring was fitting tight, or feeling tight only after I was drinking, and I'm feeling a little, swole, I said, no, we gotta cut this out. And I stopped. So for me, drugs, do what you do. But for me, I'm never gonna participate in any drug use that would affect my health or my life or my pocket. I like making money. I like being independent. I like feeling independent. And I like living. So, no, when it comes to any drug, alcohol or marijuana, yeah, I don't participate in any of them now, or either. I don't. And that was a personal choice that I made. I told you, marijuana, because it made me feel unproductive. Slow me down. I got a lot of shit to do. And I want to be productive. I got a lot of stuff left to do before I leave this earth. So I left that alone. Ain't got nothing against my brothers and sisters out there taking a toke. You know, I understand that marijuana has certain medicinal benefits, you know, and also helps certain persons with pain, and certain persons that have issues with anxiety, and certain persons that are battling certain cancers and feeling a certain way with regard to their appetite and are having issues with keeping food down. So I understand the medicinal benefits of marijuana. And I understand that a lot of folks like me appreciate what it does as a relaxant. It relaxes them. So I ain't mad at you. Do what you do. I don't do it. But I ain't mad at you if you do. Mad love, mad respect. You know, and now it's socially acceptable and recreationally acceptable and legal in quite a few states. So do you. I just don't do it. Period. Alcohol is not my friend. Again, I know a lot of people that drink socially, and it's everywhere. And I'm not mad at them. But I don't fuck with, I don't mess with drunks. I don't even like talking to a man or woman that's drunk. They sound out of their mind. And I've never seen alcohol that's been excessively used be of any benefit to any person. It's only hurt them. So have your drink, have your smoke, do what you do. It's on you. But pay attention to your body. Make your body and what your body likes versus dislikes your priority, and make the decision. Okay? Make the decision and decide if you're gonna let that use of that a particular drug take you out or affect your livelihood or your pocketbook or your health or your family. Be a man, be a real woman. That's what I'm basically trying to say. And do right by yourself. Do right by yourself. Do right by you. And don't take it. Don't ingest it. Don't drink it. Don't smoke it. If it's not a benefit to you medicinally with regard to marijuana, or hell, physically with regard to alcohol. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Put yourself first. Okay? So that's my 2 cents on alcohol. And marijuana. I hope I've answered your questions. People ask me all the time, but now you can tell anybody that wonder if Johnny Hawkins, aka the Warrior Lawyer, a nationally renowned trial lawyer, has ever used or admitted to using drugs in the form of alcohol or marijuana. You can say, check him out on Conversations with Johnny. He talks about it. He's honest about it. Refer them to this video, Johnny on drugs, or Johnny regarding drugs. In my library of Conversations with Johnny, refer them to this. It will answer their questions. They'll hear directly from me with no chaser. You know, real talk. I have no reason to lie to you. I'm trying to help you. Those that want to be helped. Those that don't have a man to go to. You know, ladies, send your young men, your boys, you know, those you love and care about, send them here. Send them to Conversations with Johnny, this podcast on this YouTube, and tell them to watch this, and tell them to watch anything else on any other topic that I'm going to be discussing that may have benefit to them. Send them here and let them listen, and let them look me in my eye in this video, and let them decide if I'm on some bullshit. Okay? You know, because they know when they see an OG if he's real or not, if he about some bullshit. Brothers, young brothers, I ain't about that bullshit. I'm telling you stuff for real, but I hope you see, or when you see it, you see when I'm talking to you, I'm keeping it 100. Why? Because, man, I don't even know you, but I care about you. I don't want to see you end up in prison. I don't want to see you standing in front of a judge over some bullshit. And the use of alcohol when you're underage or irresponsibly is bullshit. Don't do it. Don't even put yourself up there in front of no judge. to give them any authority over you and your body to lock your ass up. Don't do it. Be smarter than that. You heard it from me. You don't even know me, but trust and believe you can get to me. You can call me, and I'll tell you the same thing. It ain't worth it. Same thing with marijuana. Young brothers, do not engage in the use of marijuana for medicinal purposes or otherwise. If you got plans, if you're trying to get that cheese, if you're trying to get that money in the corporate sector, okay? Don't participate in the use of marijuana of any sort. If you got plans, if you have plans to do better, and you know you're gonna have to be tested to pass the test to get to that green, don't do it. It's never worth it. You can get high later, much later. Weed will be around, as will alcohol. So that's my take. That's my take. And again, this is mostly for the young brothers who, again, may not be sure or who would want to ask a question of OG but don't have one to go to that he thinks would really, keep it real with him. I'm keeping it real with you. This is the real deal. You feel me? I hope you feel me. And I hope you abstain from the use of drugs and alcohol or marijuana that might put you in a bad situation or get you locked up or get something taken from you or prevent you from doing something that you would otherwise be able to do. I'm rambling now, sort of, but not really, because I want to get this message across. Okay? This has been Johnny Hawkins, the Vibe Master, also known as the Warrior Lawyer in the legal community, keeping it 100 with you on drugs, the two drugs of choice in the black communities, alcohol and marijuana. I've shared with you everything now about my take on it. Put this in your archives, or not, and just come back and pop in and have your folks, take a listen to it. Pastors, have your young youth ministry persons take a listen to it. High school counselors, have young folks listen to this, especially them young knucklehead boys. Much love, ain't got nothing but love for you brothers, but I was there. I was a true knucklehead. I don't mean no harm. I'm coming to you in love. But listen to this. Both drugs can kill you, but that alcohol, that shit, that's a spirit in and of itself. I think it's worse personally, but only because of the impact it has had on my life and those in this world thus far versus what we know statistically about marijuana. They both affect your body adversely. But the facts show, the arrests show, the criminal records show that alcohol has done much more damage. It has. But that marijuana, it take your money. It keep you out of the job market. Okay? It makes you unproductive. Ain't got time for that, brothers, if you're trying to really do some shit. You feel me? All right, y'all, keep it cool. Stay smooth. Stay tuned. Please like, thumbs up, and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of what I'll have to say, me and my guest, or my guest and I, moving forward. Please thumbs up, like and subscribe, and spread the word. Johnny Hawkins, the Vibe Master, is coming at you with real information for real people, given by real people, about real topics. Remember this, I wish you better. I wish each and every one of you better, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I got some information to share. I have some good information to share, and I'm gonna have some great guests. Peace and love. Know that I care, and I'm excited about us getting to know each other better. Like and subscribe, pass the word, spread the word. I'm out for now. Been your boy, Johnny Hawkins, the Vibe Master, out.